Let us now determine the coordinates of the center and the length of the radius of the circle given its center radius form. Okay, for example, we have the circle defined by the equation x squared plus y squared equals 25. Now, since there are no constants on the left side, that means our h is equal to 0. Okay, also is equal to 0. Now, 25 here is r squared. So, in order to get the length of the radius, we are going to square 25. So, square of 25 is 5 units. Now, this is the length of the radius. Now, for the coordinates of the center, let us go back to h and k. So, we have center is at 0, 0. So, these are the coordinates of the center. Now, let us proceed to the next example. Determine the coordinates of the center and the length of the radius of the circle defined by x plus 2 quantity squared plus y minus 3 quantity squared equals 9. Now, let us determine first the length of the radius. So, 9 here is our r squared. So, r squared is equal to 9. Then, we are going to get the square root of 9. So, the square root of 9 is 3 units. So, by the way, we are going to use only the positive square root because we are talking about length. Now, for the coordinates of the center, let us identify h and k. So, we have here x plus 2. Now, the technique here is to change the sign of the constant of this binomial. So, since it is positive 2 here, so our h is negative. So, h is negative 2. Now, for k, since we have y minus 3, 3 here is negative. So, our k is positive 3. So, that means the coordinates of the center is at negative 2, 3. Now, for the third example, let us determine first the length of the radius. So, r squared here is 100. So, r squared equals 100. So, the square root of 100 is 10 units. So, that means our radius is 10 units long. Now, for the coordinates of the center, so we have h. So, again, we have here x minus 7. It is negative here. That means our h is positive. So, h is positive 7. For k, since we also have, it's positive 1 because we have y plus 1. So, k is negative. So, it is negative 1. Now, the coordinates of the center is at, or the center is at 7, negative 1. Now, for the last example, we have x minus 8 quantity squared plus y squared equals 81. Let us determine first the length of the radius. So 81 here is r squared. Then let us get the square root of 81. So r is equal to 9 units. That means the radius is 9 units long. Now for the coordinates of the center, we have h and k. So the constant of the binomial with a variable x is negative 8. That means h is positive 8. Again, change the sign. Now for the value of k, since y here has no constant, that means it is equal to 0. So the center of our circle is at 8, 0.